Hello, everyone. Hello and hello. I just want to hop on real quick because I know a lot of people got questions. I hear this a lot about PIP. What's a PIP? How is a PIP? Uh, it's not glad it's not in the PIPs. Is I'm about to show you exactly what it is. We'll just do a real short training that I'll share in all the groups so everyone can kind of get it. Let me go ahead and let me get this large size so you guys can see it. If I can figure that part out. There we go. Let's go to present. All right. So what is a PIP and how do you count it? It's really quite simple. I'm going to keep it simple for everyone. There's some deeper training that'll go on, especially with the inner circle members, where they'll get a little more detail. And then I'll also throw out some, nuggets to you guys. I just want to do this periodically to kind of give out some information and make sure everyone, kind of take you along the journey as far as you want to go, right? So real quick, what is a PIP? PIP basically stands for percentage in points is what it stands for. So PIP is a unit of measurement used to express a change in price, usually represented by the fourth decimal, which I'll show you shortly. So it's just a way in Forex that they count the movement of a currency's price, basically. So we'll just keep that simple and leave that there because, this ain't really, it's not super in detail, but it's a really simple concept. And like I said, there are some, some different things that go along with it, but we'll save that for another day. So what I'm right here is just an example. So let's say, for example, this is price, right? This is in most cases, and I'll show you a few other cases right below. But let's say just your typical currency, your major pair, right? The PIP is actually going to be represented on to the fourth decimal, right? So the decimal's here, so you just count to the right 4 places. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The 8 is the actual PIP. So that's what's being counted, right? And not to go too deep, but if you go to the right to the 5th place, that's what they call a pipette, but we'll leave that for a whole nother thing, right? So I'm actually going to show you how to calculate pips. Now there's devices, there's apps, there's different things out there that'll actually show you that actually count it for you. And I'll actually go into TradingView quickly and show you a quick way to do it, but you should also just know how to do it so it makes sense, right? So there are a few cases where it's a little different. So in the case of a JPY pair, which is the Japanese yen, gold also is counted a little different. So on gold and JPY is counted on the actual the second digit, right? So from this decimal, you count over 2 places. The second digit is the actual PIP. So the 4 becomes the actual PIP. The 1 becomes the actual pipette, right? So on the next screen, I'm going to just show you how to count it. Like I said, this isn't super deep. So we just go here, just follow me along. Example of counting a PIP. Like I said, this will be posted. This will also be posted in our Discord. If you're not in the Discord, you definitely want to run there because that's where usually is where I'm going to put a lot of these, short trainings and different things like that. So let's say the price is 4.56567. That's the price you entered. Let's say you're entering a trade, and let's say you exit the trade. Say you take profit, for example. Actually, hold on, 4.6. Yeah, that's right. All right. So you take profit at 4.56772. Well, I'm gonna show you how to actually figure out how many pips, right? So step 1 is you take your entry, subtract it from your exit. Either way, it's going to be the same amount of pips, right? Subtract it. What you'll get is 0.00205. There's a more difficult way, not more difficult way, but extra step way where you divide this by 1 as a placeholder and it'll give you a number. Then you move the decimal. What I'm going to show you is a simple way of just moving the decimal and making it easy. So you take 0.00205, which is on step 2, right? Right here. And you're going to move because the PIP is in your 4th place, right? You're going to move the decimal 4 places. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And as you see this yellow line that's hovering right here, it shows, okay, you're up 20.5 pips. That's the quick way of counting pips just by hand, right? So again, say the price up here, the entry price is 4.56567, which is right here. Exit price is 4.56772, which is right here. Next step, or the first step, is to take the entry, subtract it by the exit, and all that matters. And quite honestly, if you switch these numbers and say you did this one, you did the exit instead, you subtracted the exit from the entry, it's going to come out to the same number. It's just going to say, like, it's going to have a dash for being negative, but you count the pips the same exact way, right? So again, so you got 4.56567, subtract 4.56772. The answer you get, or that equals 0.00205, right? Final step, the easier step, the simplified way of doing it, taking your decimal, moving it 4 places. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These last 3 numbers, it tells you you got 20.5 pips. And that's how simple it really is. Really is that simple. Let me do something real quick that I want to show you. And I'm going to show you, that's the simple way of just counting it. But now I'm going to show you the simple way. Actually, I can get rid of this. Let me pull from the other screen here. I'm going to show you the easy way. So hopefully you can see my screen, which you should be able to, right? Here's the easy way. Let's go to USD. No. Let's go to AUD. There we go. So let me zoom in real quick. This is just a chart, right? So let's say we're going to count this sale. How many pips is that? If you're on TradingView, I just did a training on this recently. You take it from the top to the bottom. You have a measuring tool here that gives you the exact number of pips, 7.5, or the tool that I like to use is a price range tool. You just come to the top of the wick. If you're looking at a sell, you come down, come to the bottom of the wick, and as you see here, it tells you the exact number of pips, tells you the percentage, right? So it's down 11%, right? Those are just tools that make it easy. But it's also important to actually know what a pip is. So a pip, again, is just measures the distance of price, right? So let's go here. Let's do this just so I can drill this into everyone's head. We're going to do that tool again. So we're going to measure from the very bottom to the very top. Okay, what did price do today, right? So we're going to go, not today, but during this time frame, right? So we're going to start at the bottom. So all the pip does is measure the distance from here. Let me check back on there. Let's say to here. All right. Down here, it's going to tell you, okay, price went from here to here, went 9 pips, right? So I'll do another training on lot sizes and risk management and all that good stuff. But what this equates to, say if you're risking, $1 per pip or $2 per pip, right? So on this move, say this is the only trade you took, you got 9 pips, 9 times 2, that tells you how much money you won, right? So it's how you can actually figure out how much you win, how much you're risking. Once I show you the actual risk management aspect of it, it's a great way of knowing how much you're risking before you go in the trade. So if you go in the trade, you set your risk management, you're being responsible. You're going to risk, for example, let's say you're going to risk these 9 pips right here. With what I'm going to show you, you'll know exactly what you're risking, your loss is going to be, right? So if you take a lesson, you know exactly you can't lose no more than 9 pips because you put your stop loss at 9 pips. So once your price hits that and doesn't go your direction, it's going to pull you actually out of the trade. So 9 pips is the most you can lose on that trade. So kind of takes away a lot of the fear, takes away a lot of the stress because you're risking and you're the one that actually sets that, right? You're the one that actually sets what your risk is, right? So the cool thing about the take profit part is you can actually take the take profit. Let's say, for example, let's say, let me see here. Let's say we were doing here. Let's say we were here. So say we got in at the very top. And let's say, for example, okay, you're taking a 4 pip take profit, right? Well, once you see price jumping down, let me actually get one more for my stop loss. And let me actually categorize it. This is just a little sneak peek at managing the trade while you're in it, right? So let's say price gets down here. Entry is up. Let's say your entry is, well, let's say your entry is right here where the green is. Let's say this is where your stop loss is. So this line, let's say, for example, is your entry, and you want to take it. Let's actually move this because this actually works a little bit better here. Let's say you just want to take it 4 pips. You just want to take it to here. That's what you're saying you want to take, right? But price comes here, comes down here. You can actually move your stop. And this is when you hear me say, take money out of the market, secure some money out of the market, right? So if price is down there, you actually pull your stop. You don't want to pull it too close, but you can pull it to a certain area, which is something you also get taught in Special K. So go to tradewithspecialk.com so you can get educated. So now, even if price comes back up here, let's say like right here, how it came back up to this area, the market is going to take you out at your stop loss, but you still took money out of the market, so you still have this profit here, right? And let's say it keeps on going, right? You can literally do this. I wouldn't be greedy with it because when you get greedy, you're going to move it too close. Or one rule I have for myself is no matter how much I move the stop loss in my direction, I never move it the opposite way. So if I'm looking at, say I got in here and price is coming up here, I'm not going to move my stop loss here, increase my risk because I'm gambling and hope it comes down. I'll take that lesson and look and wait for the next setup, right? And I'll get that bag back, right? So with that being said, it's just a quick training. You guys have any questions, make sure you reach out to us. I will see you soon. Actually, I'll see the winner circle. I'll see you in the AM, 6 a.m. Let's go.